now. How is it possible for a mentor to get a mentee, and how can a mentee get a mentor? Is it very accessible? Do you have to come and meet them, or do you pick your mentees?
You see, for me, there's a mentor in every area. There are parents that are mentors. There are people you go to in school and you can make your mentor. There are people in the church or mosque you go to that can become your mentor. The thing to do is select somebody you admire and you look up to that you want to be like, and approach the person. If you approach the person and you are positive about wanting to learn, you will get it. Now, for us who are taking mentorship as professionals, we put our identity out there in the social media. I have created a platform called FMG. FMG means Free Mentorship Grooming. And I'm putting a lot of videos to create the enabling environment for people to know what I do. So if you know what I do and you seek what I do, then you come for me. So once in a while when I put videos out, I tell people, come. If you are jobless, come. If you are struggling with poor salaries, come. If your business is struggling, come. I will show you how you can get to your next level. I do a program every Thursday online, and I open it up free for people. I also go to churches and offer to do complimentary knowledge sharing sessions in churches, in organizations, and to cooperatives. And when I go to those places, I do the free knowledge sharing session. And at the end of the program, I call for people who are jobless. I call for people that are struggling with poor salaries, and I call for people that are struggling with their businesses. By the time I finish counseling them, they ask me, what does it take for me to be following you continuously? And I tell them, pay 20,000, I will become your mentor. And I will become your mentor for the rest of your life. Once they pay that 20,000, they have access to me. I put them in WhatsApp groups. And as they ask their questions on how they can succeed, the answers I give become principles to a lot of people in the group. And they get their answers. I've also gone beyond that. Anybody that is looking for a job today can come to me. By the time I finish talking to you, you will leave my office and not want to look for a job anymore. Because you can make much more than what you make if you get employment. A young man came into my office. He said, I hear you teach people. I don't have a job in the past 5 years. I'm a graduate. I said, you are going to start your business today. He said, I don't have money. I said, you don't need money to start most businesses. And I'm going to start with one now. I asked him, how much do you want to earn as salary? He said 70,000. I said, you are going to employ 3 people and you make 1 million naira this month. He said, how? I said, okay. Don't even employ anybody. Go to Zuba where they sell yam. They bring yam into Abuja. A tuber of yam in Zuba is 1,000 naira. When it gets to Wuse 2 market, it becomes 2,000 naira. I said, tell the yam owner that you want to take picture of heaps of yam, 100, 50, 20, 10, and tell the man I will help you sell. Stand right there and use your phone to take the picture and do a short 1-minute video and put it online using an expert like us. I have an ICT hub here. Come here, they will throw it up to 10,000 people. Instead of selling that yam for 1,000 or 2,000, sell it for 1,300. When they see your phone and the picture of the yam online and 10,000 people see it, that young man will sell 100 tubers of yam. Because some people will say, give me 10, give me 20, give me 50. Before you know it, one day it will get calls to supply 100 tubers of yam. Will that brand not make 1 million naira a month? What did he use to start that business? He helped somebody who has something to sell, and he started helping the person to sell online. Today, you can use anybody that has the talents to make money. My mentorship is simple. When people come here, I throw it to them, what do you enjoy doing? And once you tell me what you enjoy doing, I will show you how you can use it to make money. For employment, you can employ any talented person. Do you know that as you are now, you can take the phone number of somebody that is a hairstylist, a makeup artist, a caterer, take all a cameraman, a video recorder, take all their numbers, and go online that you manage events. Once you take that online and say you manage events, when people call you, when you advertise to 10,000 people, you'll have made an arrangement with the people that have those talents. Then anybody I give you to do their work, whatever they pay you, you give me a percentage. You'll have employed 3 people to start, or 3 to 5 people to start working for you. Anybody that is in business today can increase and grow their business with only 5 people. People people don't have access to people. And those who have access, they don't have what to give. A realtor who is selling houses came to my office. He said, I'm a realtor. That realtor has been walking around the clock in Abuja trying to sell a house that is 1 billion. And he came here, he thought I would not be able to mentor him. And I told him, you know why you are not selling? I said, people that have money to buy a house that is 10 billion, 1 billion, will not be able to, you will not be able to access them. But I want to show you how you can sell that same house. Instead of pursuing selling the house, depend on relationship with human beings. Look for 3 bank managers. Go and meet the 3 bank managers and tell the bank manager, I have a house to sell, it's 1 billion. We will make 10 million naira from it. Whatever we make from it, let's share it 50-50. Will the bank manager sell the house for him? The bank manager has access to rich people. The realtor does not have access to rich people. The realtor has what to sell. The bank manager has people to sell to. In Nigeria, if you can click to somebody that has what you don't have, you will progress. So for a lot of people, it's access. For a lot of people, it's their mindset, because they feel that because they don't have money, they cannot survive. Do you know there are a lot of people who have excuses today? Some of them claim that, oh, it's because I don't have capital. Some of them will tell you who did not go to school. It's because I did not go to school, that's why I don't have money. When they come here, I lay their fears. And I tell them, with or without money, you can start a business. For those who think that it's Godfather that can help them get a job, I lay their fears. Jonathan, our ex-president, was not known in Nigeria. He told us he couldn't wear shoes when he was going to school, but he became president of this country. There are a lot of people today who have cancelled themselves that they cannot be anything because they don't have a Godfather. So for a lot of people, it's fear. For a lot of people, it's their self-inflicted mindset that is holding them down. In fact, Nigeria today, what is holding Nigerians down is their mind, because Nigeria is the investment bride of the world. Our mineral resources, our market size is huge, our population is very huge. There's nothing you sell in Nigeria that you cannot make 1 million naira. All you need to do is know how to sell the new way. The new way to sell is online, not shop. If you open a shop, how many people go to the shop? But if you go online, you see a lot more people. So money is easy to get. What is lacking in Nigeria is the mindset. And I'm appealing to parents, organizations, religious leaders, political leaders to come, let's partner together to open the eyes of their people, their children, their members, so that they can see the opportunities we have in Nigeria. And I will be able to mentor them into seeing how they can execute it. And we'll reduce unemployment, poverty, and crime in Nigeria. Because the crime we have in Nigeria is not because Nigerians are not smart. Put a Nigerian that is an illiterate in China, that does not like the environment and does not understand the language, they survive. If you bring a Chinese man and take him to Yenugua, he will die in the creeks of Yenugua. So Nigeria has everything. What we lack is mentorship. We have leaders who are giving wrong role modelship. And if we can change it, Nigeria will be a wonderful place to be. So mentorship is a necessity in today's Nigeria.
So, moving away from that, is it okay for a person to have more than one mentor? Because so people say, I have a spiritual mentor, I have a mentor in my marriage, in my business. From your own school of thought, would you advise somebody to have this type of mentor? Because sometimes people explain that you as a mentor might be a business coach for somebody, and you may not be supposed to be spiritual mentor, so they have some kind of issue. So how do you answer that?
You can't have only one mentor, because there are different spheres of life. There's the religious, there's the moral, there's the business, there are all sort of things. What mentorship is select the people that you want to be like in their areas of jurisdiction. For example, I'm an economic mentor, a business mentor. If you go to church, you have a spiritual mentor. If you're in a family, you have a family mentor who you look up to for family issues. For marriage, because you want to marry and you want to have a successful marriage, you should also have a mentor that you look up to. If you have a problem, you go to the person will advise you well. But when you are selecting your mentors, make sure you select right. Because there's a very thin line between mentors and manipulators. Manipulators are people who exploit you and use what you have to their benefit. And what they do is they throw a bait at you. And once you fall for the bait, you are gone. There are also a lot of mentors online today. If anybody announces himself professionally as a mentor, you must go online to research and investigate the person. Go online, look at the person's background, look at the things that he has done that Google has captured. It will give you an indication whether that person has depth or root. If that person does not have depth and does not have things that show signs that that is what he's doing, run away. Because the person can actually be exploiting you to take the talents you have for his benefit. There are a lot of people today that are lured into religious sects. Someone will come and tell you there's a mountain where they pray. If you go to that mountain, if they use oil to touch your head, you become a billionaire. But go there, you will test money. The next time you go there, they will tell you, go and bring your most loved family member. You have joined the cult. But that person could be seen as a helper who wants to improve your spiritual life and economic life. So there are mentors and there are manipulators. You must be able to see between who is the mentor and who is trying to use luring and helping you into trouble. For example, somebody can invite you to a party and you go to the party innocently and they are serving drinks and you take a glass of wine and before you know it you are sleeping already and defiled in the morning. How did you get there? You went there with a friend and you look up to the friend, but what the person has lured you into looking up to him, the type of vice he has, how he made his money, you don't know. The money he's made is what he has used to lure you. And before you know it, you have become a homosexual or somebody that is a lesbian because you looked up to somebody that you thought was doing very well. Not everybody that is doing well should be looked up to as a mentor. There are some people that are doing well out of wrong vices and out of wrong achievement. If you follow them, you'll be led wrongly. So when you are selecting your mentor, be very careful and be straight at selecting the right mentor. In the religious sense, there are mentors that can lead you into wrong values. In the economic life, there are mentors that can lead you on to 419. In moral, when you look at moral mentors, there are some moral people who would say they are giving you morals that can take you into prostitution. So mentorship is not all good. It is the way you select your mentor that makes it good. And there are mentors out there. Everybody, like I said, needs a mentor. I have my mentors. And one of the things that have made me successful at the age of 38, I was executive director of a bank already, is the way I select my mentors. I don't mingle with people that I'm better than. I don't mingle with people who don't have any value to add to my life. I look up to people that are older than me, more successful, more religious, and I pick my mentors. When I was an officer in the bank, my friends were managers. It made me started behaving like a manager. And in no time, organizations saw me as a manager and they promoted me very fast to become a manager. That is mentorship. And I can go on and on and on about showing you how mentorship can actually change the lives of human beings.
Okay, so now picking a mentor as someone that is maybe a novice or naive, how do you know the qualities of a mentor?
You see it in their life. If you want to take a religious mentor, see that he is a Christian and he has the values of a Christian. If you want to take an economic mentor, see that that person is actually showing what you are looking for to become. And you must sift through it to be sure that it is not a swai one. The swai one is the one that is fraudulent, who is just manipulating and getting money fraudulently. Like we have a lot of political leaders today, we have a lot of teachers today who are supposed to be teachers but they don't teach. Who are supposed to be political leaders and all they are doing is stealing. Who are supposed to be religious leaders but all they are doing is making money for themselves. So you must actually decipher who should be your mentor. But I encourage everybody in Nigeria today, if you want to move from this level to the next level, you need a mentor. I am available to open the eyes of anybody that wants to have mentorship. Parents should send their children. Organizations should invite me to come and enlighten their people. Churches and religious groups, mostly they should invite me to their congregation to support their people with exposing them to how they can succeed. Government agencies to also collaborate with us so that we can take it on and begin to reorientate the mindset of our people on radio, on television, and on the social media to reduce the crime rates in our country, because that is what we're having today. We have a lot of donor agencies. We have a lot of government agencies who are supposed to be correcting vices and all these things that we have in Nigeria today. They do empowerment programs, but empowerment programs are not far-reaching because most of the monies end up in the pockets of people. We can reduce unemployment by 30% in any given society. And I want to end by also telling you a media house, I can partner with you and make you make 100 times what you are making now as a crew, as a television station. Because many of your stations, you ask for airtime to be paid. You ask for people to come and give you monies for advert and all that. But if you partner with somebody like me who has value to expose to the country, and you get few people who will sponsor it, the money we are going to make, if we share the money at the end of the day, you will make over $1 billion this month. Let me give you an example of how you can make $1 billion this month. Come, let's do a program, record it. Let's sell that program to the TV station or your TV station and put it out. A donor agency will be identified to actually come and sponsor it. If we say we want to reduce poverty, unemployment, and crime rate in the Nigerian police barracks today, and we get a sponsor that can sponsor it because you expose me online to the world, and a donor agency picks it up. If they decide to sponsor the program for me to take to the barracks, if I charge 50,000 naira per person, in the police barracks in Nigeria alone, I will be training over 100,000 people. If 100,000 people are trained at 50,000 naira, it is 5 billion that I've made. If I give your TV station only 20% of that 5 billion, you will have made 1 billion. So you can see that even making money with your station is a function of your collaboration with somebody that has what you don't have. But in Nigeria today, you are always asking for what is the need for you. And I'm also asking for what is need for me. And because of that, collaboration is very difficult. But if we are able to collaborate, we can solve a lot of societal ills and we'll still make money at the end of the day. So I invite you to partner with me so that we can make money together.
Okay. So another aspect I want to look at is when I was in university, we go for trainings and seminars and we hear people talk about mentorship, motivational talk and the likes. On getting there, you hear that you have to pay a particular amount of money. And so most of us in school then, we felt like it wasn't important. Why should you pay to get it? So as a mentor now, why is it necessary? I remember you mentioned that you asked someone to pay 20,000. So where does the money come? Why is it necessary to make payments? Is it, some people say that mentorship, motivational talk is scam and the likes of them. So explain to us why it is important.
You see, not everybody that goes to school succeeds. Because everybody that goes to school hear the same lecture, but only 5% of the people succeed. Why? Because 95% of the people don't use what they tell them. They make excuses. Did you not pay school fees to go to school? To pay the school fees of a nursery student, a term, how much is it? If I now am going to be the one teaching you on how you can succeed in life, and I tell you your fees, your one-time fee is 20,000 naira, is it too much? I'm offering a service, and I'm a teacher, and I'm teaching people to succeed. Shouldn't they pay me a fee for it? So if I make my fee 20,000 to teach you how you can succeed in life, how is it different from the school that you went to and paid school fees for 4 years? Which one is better? There are people who paid school fees for 4 years to become engineer, to become doctor, to become lawyers. They are sitting at home today. They are not able to go to work. They are not able to get a job in the past 5 years. Anybody under my tutelage that pays 20,000, there is no way you will not succeed. If you don't succeed, then you have a spiritual problem. I will refer you to a pastor or imam for deliverance. Services are supposed to be paid for, and mentorship is not an exception. And don't undermine teaching, because if you are paying school fees for a nursery student, you pay more than 20,000 naira. Why are you questioning my asking you to pay 20,000 to be mentored? And the mentorship is not one-off; it's for life. So I'm justified to ask for. In fact, 20,000 is too small, and I made it that small because I want to get more people. And I'm not just collecting this 20,000 because of the money. I am doing it to give back to society. What I make money from is not the mentorship. It is people who use the services that I provide as I mentor them. For example, some of the people that come to me for mentorship, I expose their business online to over 10,000 people. So when they come and tell me my business is not flowing, I'm not making money, I tell them, go to my IT hub. Tell them to repackage and brand you and let 10,000 people see what you sell. Do you know today, if a caterer comes here, he will make over $1 million a month. You can sell more and make over $1 million with my advice. Any business you bring to my office, I can escalate it immediately and you will start making much more than you have ever made. Any business. Can you imagine me telling you how you can rent this office without paying ₦1? Can I show you how you can actually open a school without ₦1? Can I show you how you can build an estate without ₦1 in your pocket? Those are the things that I teach. Where else can you get it? And if you can get this teaching, what is 20,000 naira?
Okay, so now talking about, let's look at the relationship between mentors and mentees. You spoke about some people manipulating their mentees and the likes of them. Okay, there's a particular story that I heard at one point where some mentees took it upon themselves to go to the houses of their mentors and start doing the house chores and stuff like that. To them, it was okay, like a service to them. Society saw it as manipulation, taking advantage of those kind of people. Some ladies that have male mentors, they start taking advantage of them and they start having relationship and the likes of them. So how do you draw the line between your mentees, the mentors and mentees? How do you draw the line? How do you have a successful relationship and know that this is where we're going to and this is where we're going to get?
You see, giving is the secret of wealth. I don't ask people to pay me 20,000 when they come to me for mentorship. I start the mentorship. It is only when they have seen the value that they ask me, so what does it take for me to continue to be of a mentee to you? That's when I tell them, go and pay the 20,000 if you want me to continue. I actually put people on to start following me on my social media handles so they'll be getting my videos on how to succeed. They don't need to pay the 20,000 to join my platform. They pay the 20,000 when they want continuous mentorship. Now, everybody that sees somebody and you admire what somebody is doing, you'll be attracted to the person somehow. But you must be very professional in your approach. If a mentor that is mentoring you, you want information from the mentor, you can get every information you want online. You can get every information you want on the phone. If you want to have a one-on-one with the mentor, come to the office. Don't tell the mentor you are going to their house. There are some people who have ulterior motives. There are a lot of pastors who are suffering that today. People go to them for succor, but at the end of the day, they get enticed sexually. So it is not a majority situation, so you cannot use it to judge. The people that do these things are a minority. And if you have a mentor, what I can advise anybody between a mentor and a mentee is to be professional in your approach of dealing with people that you call mentors. Because people can easily get attracted to mentors, because mentors are supposed to be very successful people who are doing very well. And you admire them because you want to be like them. So you actually will just soften if they start approaching you and telling you something. So you must bear in mind the objective of getting that mentor into your life. But as a mentor, I have restrictions. You can't come and meet me in my house. I do my mentorship online. I do my mentorship on WhatsApp. I do my mentorship on one-on-one in the office. I do my mentorship in groups when I do presentations to organizations. I do my mentorship through videos that I've already done that I set around. If somebody tells me he wants to come to my house for mentorship, I tell him, meet me in the office. That is me protecting myself. But not everybody will be disciplined to do that. And in the world today, there are exceptions to every rule. So I don't blame those who fall into that trap. But you have to have a willing mind to be able to fall into that trap. And I encourage or I advise every young lady to be careful with what they do in proximity with any man out there. That they know they don't have a relationship that should be that close. So you don't fall victim of what you don't want for yourself.
Okay.